So what is digital leadership? We've got a quote from Ian Schaefer saying, "Innovation needs to be part of your culture. Consumers are transforming faster than we are, and if we don't catch up, we're in trouble." I think this is one of the key concepts of why should anyone engage in digital transformation, and also touches on how it should be done. It needs to be part of your culture. If it's something that you're trying to tack on, if it's something that you're trying to put a 20-year-old intern in charge of, then you're setting yourself up for something that's not going to be a part of your cultural fabric of the company, and not going to have the potential impact that it could if it were properly embedded and understood and bought into by all different leaders within your company. So what is your role as a digital leader? Is your role to be the one out there on every channel of social media, monitoring everything, doing all the talking? Is your role to teach other people how to do that? Is your role talking to the board level people to get them to accept this? It's a little bit of everything, and we're going to get a lot more into that as we go through this module. So, but from a top line level, what we've done is broken down the role of a digital leader into 7 areas. So setting the vision, influencing executives and stakeholders, creating a sustainable digital program, hiring A players who are going to do a lot of that stuff for you and also feed into all of these other aspects, defining processes for digital excellence, tracking and measuring the impact, and optimizing and continually improving. As we said before, it's a quick, fast-paced environment with lots of rapid change and people rapidly responding to you from both internal and external audiences. So that really completes the circle that we've seen in the last slide as well. So what are some of the characteristics of an effective digital leader who can do those 7 aspects, who can action those things effectively from within their company? We've defined them as an effective digital leader is someone who leads, someone who inspires, educates, enables, empowers, fosters partnerships, and is accountable. It's another way of breaking down those same concepts. And a key issue here that I've seen with companies I've worked with is definitely number 2 and number 3. So someone who inspires and someone who educates. With any kind of program in a company, any kind of change management, you can't do everything yourself. So this presentation is really trying to help you understand what should you be doing yourself and what should you be empowering, inspiring others to do, and giving them the tools to be able to do that on their own. So we're going to get into that a little bit more with some examples as well as we move along. So here's one of those examples, a case of digital leadership and looking at Burberry as a company. Everybody knows Burberry. Burberry has been around for ages. So that's both a good thing for them and can also be a bad thing for them. Especially if you're thinking of them in the fast-paced world of being a fashion company where everything is always new, everything is automatically always last season as soon as it's out. So take a look at what Burberry did and how they incorporated digital leadership into the fabric of their business. Back in 2006, Burberry was underperforming against some of its other luxury peers. So what is something that they can do to improve that? What is something they can do to leverage what's going on in the greater world, to build it into their business and to access some of those markets, those newer markets that they might not be reaching, and to refresh their image with markets that they've already been reaching? So we've got a quote from Angela Arendt saying, "We use technology to bring the brands to life in our stores. We've developed our stores to showcase our digital innovation." Something that has really landed well with what Burberry has done in their digital leadership is having a top-down approach and also a bottom-up approach to allow digital leadership to infuse the company from both ends and then also from the sides in terms of what are consumers doing, what do consumers want, how are they interacting with that brand online and in person. So if you walk into, so it's coming from both of those directions, which is why it works so well. It's not something that's tacked on to the side as an add-on, as a nice to have rather than a must have. If you walk into one of Burberry's stores, you feel like you're walking into their website. The experience is seamless. You know exactly where things are, you know exactly where things sit in their position in terms of what you're trying to buy, the product, the image, the feeling as a consumer. And the same is true if you visit them online. As soon as you visit Burberry's website, you're immediately launched into a fashion show. You're sitting in the front row and watching models in this season's fashions in video walking past you as if you've already been transported there. So it's not a case, in terms of digital leadership, it's not a case of them saying, we'll let people order things online or we'll list where our stores are on the website, but infusing everything from all angles to make it a truly digital company and allowing that approach to help take them forward has also informed their product offering, has also informed their customer base. They've taking this approach has allowed their whole image in their company to really be refreshed among millennials, who are a key customer base for them in terms of their buying power and in terms of what they're looking at both online, in real life, and what they're buying at the end of the day.